Welcome to my basement and welcome to the channel. Today is day 3 of my training and I am doing some conditioning. Conditioning for me could be a host of different things. I would consider doing like HIIT training, running with the heavy sandbag. That would be conditioning. The intent of about 2 of my days of conditioning is typically associated with like zone 2 running or just basically long, slow distance running. I choose to do running mainly due to the specificity of my actual job, and it's just kind of a skill that I think is undervalued as far as like your readiness, all that kind of stuff. We use Garmin stuff to track our heart rate zone. So I have this newer and improved Garmin heart rate monitor. It does Bluetooth to the treadmill. It also works with my watch, and what I really like about it, really I should probably do a review on all the stuff I use for conditioning. But basically what I really like is the ability to have the treadmill auto-regulate my training, because at the end of the day I do like to have the varied intensity. And what's nice about it is when you're wearing the heart rate monitor, the treadmill will actually regulate the speed or the incline of the treadmill to keep your heart rate where it should be. Probably should have checked the workout prior to saying I was doing a bunch of zone 2 conditioning. I've been doing some of the programming that's in iFit just for the sake of potentially reviewing it later on. If it's something you're interested in seeing, definitely let me know. But that was for a 10K prep that I've been doing. What I'm going to use the rest of this time for, because normally this would be where I come in and I do some stretching or maybe just some active recovery work. I will be doing some pull-off presses today just to kind of work my core, but also shoulder stability, that kind of stuff. Ever since my shoulder repair in 2019, I've been really active on that. Well, I'm going to also use this time just to kind of give you some insight into the reviewer lifestyle. So here's the deal. It's actually really difficult to work in review stuff with like a predictable training schedule. So I have my training schedule up over here and I keep all that in Google Sheets. If I coach you, you have a very similar sheet. Mine's just a little bit different. But I have the Kratos video library pulled up on my TV here. And I'm just gonna use this to go through maybe some of the movements that are actually available as demonstration on the Kratos YouTube page for the sake of reviewing them. So like a lot of these I would do, like the Hoffa row, which is an upright row, the boxer, which is like a single-handed press. I actually did some isolated boxers the other day. But yeah, there was a couple of these that I really wanted to use because it was like kneel and twist and come up. And so I'm going to be messing around with that. So just kind of playing around, giving you kind of a behind the scenes look at what it takes to review, because at the end of the day, if you don't actually use the equipment that you review, I feel like you lose a lot of the credibility.
Never will return.
Okay, so that's my Wednesday in the books. So again, did about a 5K, a little bit heavier intensity than I thought I was gonna be doing, but still got it done. After that, moved into some experimentation type stuff. So some like half kneeling chops, some interesting loaded unilateral-ish type squat movements, and then some rows. Of course, did some curls in there because what day is complete without at least one set of curls? But that's been it for this training vlog. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Appreciate you watching along with me. If you got questions, throw them in the comments down below. But until next time, I want you to remember to keep your gym better, awesome, and of course, badass. See you tomorrow.